Hi, everybody. Excuse me just a second while I get things set up here. I have to warn you, we had some power outages here yesterday, and my iPad was plugged in to charge, and when I just took it off the charge, it only was at 40%, which it was at 50% when I plugged it in last night, or yesterday. So I tried a different charging cord, and nothing's working, so I think maybe the power outages, the surges, destroyed my iPad. So we'll see how far we can get before I run out of power. I'll do my best. Okay, let me just make sure I've got silenced, and let me get big here. Why am I not getting bigger here? There we go. Okay, hi Collie, hi Sherry. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to run out of power. I'm at currently at 38%. We will see. Thank you for sharing, Sherry or Collie. You will get an extra entrance into the prize patrol for that. So I'm going to just get started here as quickly as I can. Hi, Tammy. And I won't be able to see who's, well, yeah, I will be down there. Okay, so here's the host code that's good. Oh, that says good through 12/3. I think I got a new host code, so ignore that. I'll have to go look that up and post it on the upgrade it. Okay, so this is the card that I'm making today. So I made this one earlier today. So it looks pretty normal, but it's actually quite involved. So there you go. So we've got our 8.5 by 5.5 base, but then we cut a triangle out of it, and then we have a little 8.5 by 3. Let's see here, 8.5 by 3 inch base that goes over it. So there's one. I already showed you this one. I did this one today also. So, and again, I'm not sure where I got this idea from. I think it was a swap that I picked up at either, it was at a team meeting, a team thing, a get together. One of the ones, we had 2 of them in October. I think it was October. And so, but this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. Okay. I'm going to sit down in this noisy chair. So, hi, Bev. So, be prepared. All right. So, the first one I'm going to make, so let me tell you what I used on these, first of all. So, on this one, I used this, the saying is from the St. Nicholas. I have them all laying around here. I've been trying to do, I have 24 Christmas cards left to make. Okay, so the saying is from St. Nicholas. The inside saying is from Very Best Occasions. Very Best Occasions. Can you guys see this? Okay. The tree is from Very Cute. And the paper is the same on both of these. And there goes my picture, of course. The paper is, I am not going to be able to find it here. Sorry, guys, I should have been a little more prepared for that. Let's see here. Oh, goodness, I just ripped something. Oh, well. If you want to know what the paper is, just ask me and I will look it up. Hi, other Bev. So both Bevs are on. Cool. All right, I'm going to get this to work again for me. Hang on just a second. Okay, there we go. All right. So for this one, the paper is from the same thing as that one. This is from a paper pumpkin that I have. It's from the paper pumpkin that made the little houses that hold candy, a little candy bag. So, and that, I think the sentiment is also from that. And this sentiment is from, let's see here, wishing you a season. That's from Brightest Glow. Okay. I'm going to try and make 2 if I don't run out of battery on my iPad. I have one of them cut out and ready to go. Okay, so the next one I'm going to make with the Wishes All Around and with this die from the Wishes All Around. And I'm using Garden Green. And I'm using this paper And you know what? I might just as well look these up in the catalog and tell you exactly what papers I'm using. So the first two cards were made from the Joy of Christmas 12 by 12 paper. And this card is made with the Joyful Specialty Designer Series paper, which had the green and the gold and the red and the gold. So it's shaded spruce and gold and cherry cobbler and gold and cherry cobbler and gold and gold and white, obviously. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is I have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece, and I've scored it down the middle at 4 1/4. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut. So this will be my front. I want to cut from here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my cutter. I'm going to put that corner down in the groove there. I'm going to line that corner up on top, close it up, slice it off. Okay. Now we need, so since this now is 5.5 by 4 1/4, we need a 5 1/4 by 4 piece, which I have right here. So that's going to go in there. And I have another piece, and we want it to go on the front, but we only need half of it. So we are going to have to decide, oh, yep, there's the treble clef. So I know that's the way. So we're going to put it here again, just like we did on the base. I'm going to make sure that that peak is in the corner. Both peaks are in the corner. Cut her off. Okay. So now we have that. All right, now I can go. I'm going to go ahead and put that down tight there. Yes, these are my favorite Christmas cards already, Bev. So I was making them 2 at a time, but I thought this is going to take forever for the 24 cards I have left. So I think I'm going to do something quicker for the rest of them. But all right. Then I have my 8.5 by 3, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold that over. And then I have, this is that gold, that glimmer cardstock. I think this is it. Nope, that's a Walk in the Forest. Let's see here. I think this is an online exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so, nope, that's not it. Naturally gilded, nope. Oh, here it is. Oh boy, I really made a mess of that. Ripped it. Sorry guys, I know I'm off screen. Okay, well I cannot find it, but I'm pretty sure it's an online exclusive, and it was silver and gold, and it's glimmer paper, and it's adhesive back, so you just peel off. So I've got that. And then for the inside of the card, this is where you're going to do your sentiment. This piece is 4 by 2 3/4. And this piece is 4 by 2 3/4. And then this piece is going to go over the gold. And this piece, obviously it's cherry cobbler, is 3 3/4 by 2.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get this assembled. And then we'll do the decorating on the outside. And of course I've lost my picture again, but I'm sure you guys can see me, so. I'm kind of wavering between using my Tombow and using my Stamp and Seal Plus. I'm running out of Stamp and Seal Plus, and I forgot to order more when I placed my order the other day. So, and I don't want to go back on and order just Stamp and Seal Plus, so I thought I'd try and hold off. Hopefully I'll be ordering again before too long. Okay, there's that piece. And then let's go ahead and do this piece on the outside. I think I'm going to go ahead and use glue because the tape runner is not going to go up into the peak without being messy. So, and here we go. Centered in there as best you can, and it is better to use the glue because you want to be able to get it centered. It's not quite perfect, but it is close enough. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue this in here. We're going to center it in here. So that I can use the tape for again. Trying very hard not to get tape on my grid paper, but being left-handed, it's hard to see where I'm going on the other side of my tape runner. Oops, totally missed the edge. Good enough. Okay, we're gonna center this, and you can pretty much center it by looking at the bottom and the sides. If you're getting it about equal distance on both of those, you know that it's going to be about, see, there's some tape hanging out, about equal distance at the top too. So let's see what we get here. That looks about right. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on the inside. This is where we're going to put our sentiment, and I haven't decided what sentiment I'm using yet. So I'm just going to assemble the whole card and then we'll work on that. I do know what I'm putting on the outside though. All right, so this is going to go in here. There we go. Close it. And we just have to peel the back off of this. And you need to be careful when you're peeling the back off. Actually, one of them I did today, I did this with first, and that made it easier to figure out, because you can peel the glitter away from the paper. There we go. Okay, and that's going to go on here. As centered as I can. There we go. And then this is going to go on top of that. And for this, I'm going to use tearing tape because it's not going to stick as well on the glitter. Oh, I got to tell you guys, I've left the house to go get the mail today. And when I came back, there was something shredded on the floor by the door where the dog goes out, where the puppy goes out. And when I got closer, it was a roll of tearing tape. And the cardboard was all ripped up, and there was little pieces of tape stuck to the little throw rug that we have in front of the door. And I would imagine that Yukon got a good taste of tearing tape in his mouth, because it was really, lots of it was stuck. Oh well, it's my fault for leaving him and leaving things where he can get to them, but he's getting so big he can get to pretty much anything now. So okay, I'm just gonna put, oh, that's it. All right, so we're just gonna put one tiny piece in the middle because that's all there is there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and score this or rub it to make sure that it's all flattened down. It makes it a lot easier to get the white part off. Okay, there we go. There's one piece. And here's one side. And there's side two, maybe. There we go. There we go. My favorite saying. And 3. Hi, Polly. And 4. Okay. And then this is going to go right in the middle here. That's pretty good. Okay. Now for the outside, we are going to do the wreath. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Bring this over. Oh, look, my picture came back in all by itself. There we go. Put that out of the way. And I'm going to put this, I was actually going to do, and I still am going to. All right, I'm going to put this on here like so, which calls for my little mini, where'd my little mini glue go? Good question. There it is, hiding under the ink pads. All right, so I'm just going to do the little run around the middle here. All right, I'm going to put that right on here like so. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Got a little bit too much glue there. A couple of spots, okay. And on here, where did that go? And on here, we're going to do, if it'll fit. Let me see if this will fit. Yes, that will look nice. So, nope, that's wrong because I actually had these. Okay, we're using this one. Sending wishes for a wonderful and joyous season. And we're doing it on here in cherry cobbler. That will work. I'm going to cut that out. I'll just do it over here. Be right back. Okay. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have glued that down first. That was a bad move. Now, what if I didn't cut this out right? Oh, but I did. Well, no, I didn't. It's a little crooked. But let's see if I can make it fit in there. Why does it not fit? It must not be. That's not it. It's definitely right there. So why isn't it right there? Oh, am I frozen, guys? I'm showing myself as frozen with my arm in front of it. Nope, okay. Okay, so I was going to do that and just put that on. It's not lining up quite right, though. That's very weird. It must be when I laid this down, I didn't lay it down perfectly. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a different circle die. See if this will work. The J will be cut off, but I think that's probably okay. What I can do with this one. Remember, if you're watching and you haven't said anything yet, to be sure to say something, and I'll include you in my prize patrol tomorrow at this time. While I'm thinking of it, next week I will be either earlier, much earlier, or much later, because my grandson, my oldest grandson, has his first flute recital, and I want to go to it, and it's at 6:30, and it's about 25 minutes from here, so I won't be able to be here at 7 to do my live. So I will either do it at, like, say 4 o'clock, or I will do it at like 8 o'clock or 8:30. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that here. I'm gonna pop it up, and yes, I know I got a little nick out of it. Oh well. I'm gonna pop that up. Next time I do one like that, I will make sure that I don't put the wreath on until I've got everything done. But I have an idea for that little spot too. Let me put this back. So that is from the Stylish Shape dies, and that is the third smallest circle. And now let me grab some here. That's Argyle, that's not it. Well, you know what? No, there it is. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, I have some little, I have some little berries cut out from my Christmas thing, but I think instead I'm just gonna color them. It'll be quicker anyhow than gluing little berries on there. Should have colored them before I put it on though. And of course, it doesn't really show that much, but if I really don't like it, I will cut berries out and put them over it. I think I'm probably going to cut berries out and put them over it. We'll see. I'm being careful because I don't want to get it on the cardstock below it, so I'm not actually getting the full berry coverage that I should be. Okay. It's easier on the ones that are kind of flipped up a little bit. Oops, figures. My idea for that was to put a berry over there, but I don't have the berries right on me, so. Oh, so my voice is cutting out, okay. Let me see if I'm running out of power here. No, I still have 33, that'll be good. Okay, so on the inside, we're gonna stamp, "May the love of friends and family surround you this Christmas." I really love that sentiment. Okay, and then a couple of little sprigs here. Clean this so I don't get my fingers in it. There we go. Set that up there, put this on here. There's little dimensional covers everywhere. Okay, and we're gonna quickly take our little marker again. We're gonna just color these in a little bit real quick. There we go. All right, so there's number one. The last thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it right now so I don't forget, is this is my stamp that I stamp on the back of all the cards that I make. It says Stampin' Up with Wendy, and my phone number, and my email address, and my website, which are hard to read because they're in teeny tiny little letters. And then I always stamp, I have a Stampin' Up stamp with the copyright underneath it. There we go. That was a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, so there's card number one. Sending wishes for a wonderful and joyous season. Oh, I really like this, but I am going to put red berries on that as soon as I find them. They're in a little container somewhere close by, but I'm not sure where. And then may the love of friends and family surround you this Christmas. So there's card number one. Let me quickly do card number two. Is my voice still fading in and out, guys? Just like it does on my phone. If that's the case, I'll go back to my phone next week. I got to figure out if this was... I threw away my charging cord thinking that it was the charging cord because the dog had chewed on it. But then right now I have Doug's charging cord plugged into it and it's not charging. So obviously something's wrong with the iPad, darn it. The iPad's only a year or two old. I got it for Christmas. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. A couple of years ago. All right, so let me just put these away. And oops, that can go back in there too. Oh well. Oh, goodness. I forgot that I had half a gold one in, or half a cream colored one in there. Let me get that out of there real quick. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Don't want to put it away dirty now, do we? Next time I go to use it, I won't be able to figure out why it won't work. There we go. Okay. Put that back in there. Put those away. Get that completely out of the way. In fact, I'll put it way over there. Okay, so next one we're going to do uses the Berry Cute and the Bear Punch. And my favorite color, Pool Party. And I purposely didn't cut any of the sizes and shapes out because I wanted to show you again what sizes I'm using. So we are going to use, that's not the one, this is the one, an 8.5 by 11. Nope, 8.5 by 5.5 card base. 8.5, 5.5. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that wedge out, that corner, that angle out. Make sure that you're cutting it from the inside at the top to the outside at the bottom. I suppose you could cut it the other way, but then everything would open up the opposite direction. So you'd have to make sure you put everything. Yeah, I don't see why it would be a problem, actually. Okay. And then we need 8.5 by 3. I do need to replace my blade. I think Judy told me that this weekend. Okay, and then I need 4 1/4 for score line. Oh, good. It's all good. Thanks, Tammy. Okay. And then this is going to be where I use the gold on the last one. That's going to be this one. So I need 4 by 2 3/4. Let's do the 2 3/4 first. And then 4. I know that's quite a glare on there. 4. All right, so that's going to go on the outside here. And then the next one is going to be, this is that what I wanted to use? I've got to think about that. Let me go to this. Okay, so I need 2 of these, and I need them to be 5 1/4 by 4. So let's do 4, and then 5 1/4, and let's cut it from the other end. 5 1/4. That way we'll definitely have full trees. So we've got our 2 4 by 5 1/4. Now we're going to cut one of those at an angle. Make sure you're cutting it the right way. I made that mistake on one of the other ones that I did. So I want to cut it this way. So I'm going to put it in here, corner to corner in the channel. I'm going to start this because it's DSP and it will tear easily. I'm going to start in the middle instead of at the corner. I'm going to start the blade in the middle and go each direction. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. I'm feeling like I should be doing it on Balmy Blue instead of on Pool Party. It's definitely more Balmy Blue than Pool Party. That's okay. We're going to do it on Pool Party. It clashes a tiny bit, but I think this would look better on the Pool Party than on the... Yeah, we're going to leave it like this. Okay. And this would have been nice color too to use the snowflakes. But I was worried that that would just be too much snowflake. Yeah, it wouldn't have been. That's all right. I don't know either, Bev. It might just be that you have a bad connection tonight. Who knows? Is it cutting out for anybody else or just for Aunt Bev? Okay. Okay, so we've got, oops, that's a piece I don't need anymore. And I still need, so that's going to be for the bear. So I still need a piece to go on top of this. So I need a 3 3/4 by 2.5. That is 2.5. So now we'll go 3 3/4. There goes my picture again. Oh well. So that's going to go on there. Okay. All right. So let's construct this while I still can. Oh, good. Thanks, Susie. Okay. All right. I'm going to use glue. No, I'm not. I'm going to use tape because it's easier on this big piece. Here and over here. And then I don't know how everybody has their own way of doing tape, but this is just the way I've always done it. This would look really pretty on Pretty Peacock too, and we are going to use Pretty Peacock ink. So, okay, and then now this one I'm going to use glue. And that's a little bit too much over there and there. There we go. And we'll put it on here, and I'll worry about the glue on my finger in a minute. Okay. Let me just get this glue off my finger now. There we go. That's better. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to use white, but that's okay. Okay. So let's get this put together. I do need a white for inside of there, though, and I didn't pull one. Oh, that's why I have the sheet. Right. I remember now. So this one has got to be 4.5. Nope. This has got to be, 4 by 2 3/4. 4. Two 3/4. Let's cut 2 of them just in case I decide that I'd rather use that. Okay, so let's make a decision here. So first let's put this on. This is going on here, centered as best I can. Close enough. Excuse me for a second while I reboot again. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put this one in here. There it goes again. Oh well. I guess I just don't need to see what I'm doing, do I? That's the wrong, oh, I know why, because it's for the inside. Silly. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now, I have to decide. Let me make this one a little bit smaller. Or is this the one? Nope, this is the one. So this one needs to be 3 3/4 by 2.5. 3 3/4. I know I'm probably, whoops, I'm probably not on screen here. Sorry, guys. 2.5. Okay. So, do I want this? You guys can help me. Do I want white? Hi, Nilla. Or do I want pool party? So again, there's pool party. There's white. I think I want white. Yeah, you know what? Never mind, guys. I'm going to do white. So, but before I put it on there, I'm going to use my Pretty Peacock ink, and I'm going to put some snowflakes all over this. Now let me get, so I don't ruin my paper. Oh, here we go. Now I can do them all different degrees of darkness. Lots and lots of snowflakes. One more right here. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so this, let me put this on here, first of all. So there's no tape sticking over it anywhere. Line her up. There we go. Okay, now let's put that over the top of that. Can barely even see the snowflakes on the shiny paper. Oh well. And let me just clean this real quick. Okay, let's stamp our polar bear. I'm going to stamp him in Pretty Peacock, my second favorite color. There we go. And we're going to use our punch. Punch him out. Make sure I've got him in there right. Looks good. Let's do that again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Again. There we go. This time I can hold it. There we go. Okay, there we go. So he's going to go in here. I am going to, let me just grab my Pretty Peacock marker because I want him to stand out a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and go around his edges with the Pretty Peacock marker, just so he stands out from the white background a little bit more. There we go. Now he'll show up a little bit better on here. So we're going to put him on here. We're going to pop him off of there. I can figure out what I did with my dimensionals. I know they're here somewhere. I just used them. They're there. Okay. I'm going to use some little mini dimensionals on his paws because I want to make sure he's going to stay there. I don't want him running off the page. Put one more full-size dimensional right here. Okay. If I stand up, I can watch what I'm doing on my iPad, which is Not sure I can reach on, may have to put the table up. Okay, so we're gonna put him, oh, let's put him up here a bit. All right, and then, whoops, excuse me, let me put my table up. Going up. There, now I can see what I'm doing and work on it. Okay, so now we need a sentiment, and I don't know, let's see. Could just be warm wishes and a Merry Christmas on the inside. Let me look at some of my other ones though. Definitely not going to use the religious ones on there. They just wouldn't quite look right on there. Could use season's greetings or Merry Christmas. Oops, sorry. I'm going to use season's greetings to you and yours this Christmas. So we're going to do season's greetings on the outside. Let's see. I'm going to put it on white. Grab a strip of white. Okay. And I think I'm going to do it in Pool Party. And then edge it in Pretty Peacock. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I think I have a piece of scrap paper here. I'm going to put snowflakes, but I want them to be very light. Still kind of dark. I should have done the snowflakes in Pool Party and then done the words in. So I'm gonna end up doing the words in Pretty Peacock because Pool Party's never gonna show up over that, even though they are light. There we go. Looks good. Now, don't want it that wide. We're going to cut some of our snowflakes off. I just want a nice strip. Let's see how that goes. Yep, that works. Okay. And just going to it off there. Made it a little crooked. Oh well. Let's see here. Let's go with the happy labels because you don't have to worry about getting it centered on this one. Doesn't matter where I do it. Do that over there. We'll do this over here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of your line of vision. There we go. Okay, and we're going to pop her right here. I'm going to slide it across the Pool Party this time. Nope, actually, yep, it is Pool Party. Okay. Do the ends a little bit. There we go. And actually, I'm going to put, let me get a scrap of teal, scrap of this one. I'm going to put this under it. Cut this down because I don't want it to be as long as that. I want it to be about here and here. Okay. Put that down there. And then we'll run that one through real quick. kind of get to watch my thought process here. I'm just going to put that like that. No, I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. It's still too wide. I'm going to cut it in between a couple of the scallops. There we go. Okay. There. I like that. All right, so let's just put a little strip of tape down the middle here. Stick it on there. Then we're going to put dimensionals, full-size dimensionals on there. There are a bunch of new things added to the clearance rack online. Make sure that you get on there and check it out. And as I said, I am pretty sure that I have the latest host code posted at the top there where I've pinned it. I just forgot to change it on my sign is all. Okay, so there's our second card, Season's Greetings. We got to put the inside in. What did we decide on? We decided on To You and Yours. Where is that? Yep, To You and Yours. It's right in here. To You and Yours this Christmas. Okay. So these both of these sayings are from the Brightest Glow, which was new last year, but carried over in the annual catalog this year. We might as well keep it consistent, so we'll use the Pretty Peacock again. And I'm going to put the little baby bear in here. Baby bear. I'm going to put him in Pool Party. And those of you who come to my classes know that I like to stamp, have a stamp behind the sentiment on the inside. So there you go. Just got to stamp the back of it. So I got this stamp from Zazzle.com. And the Stampin' Up! Stamp, every once in a while they release a kit that has, so that one came from this, Handmade for You. Every catalog has, I can't remember what they call this, but every catalog has a set that has Stampin' Up!, copyright Stampin' Up! Stamps in it, so that you can use them if you're going to sell things. I'm giving away, but still, I have things for sale too. Okay. So let me get moved out of the way here, and I'll show you. I'll put all 4 cards here together. So here's the 2 we did today, and again, I am going to put berries over that, and I will post a picture of it after I put berries over it. And here you go. There's the 2 we made today, or this evening on live, and here's the 2 I made earlier today. So I love them. I really love this technique. I love this fold. It's so cute. So easy, yet it looks so complex. So I believe, hi Vicki, you'll have to catch the replay. Vicki, I'm just done, just finishing. So these are the cards we made, Vicki. You open the flap. There you go. Hi Cheryl, you'll have to catch the replay too. Thank you, Susie. Susie, if you're ever interested in coming to the card classes, Joy and Debbie come. Usually on Saturdays, but so you're welcome to come anytime, whether they're coming or not, but they're always here, so they always come. So, okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. I still have 26% power on my iPad. Don't know how I'm going to charge it again. We'll see what happens. Remember, if you're watching and you haven't said anything, to leave me a comment so that I can include you in the prize patrol tomorrow. Anybody who's watching between live and 7 p.m. on Thursday, December 7th. Please make sure that you leave a comment. Anytime that you're watching, please leave a comment, but especially then so that I can include you in the prize patrol when I do it tomorrow. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Again, next week will be either on Wednesday, either 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 8:30, depending on what I can get done and when I get back from the concert. I might even switch it to Tuesday night just this once. We will see. I will let you know for sure when we get closer. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy stamping.